Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the chin, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Hi, welcome to the recap for the Foundry Football League. This is September 21st, 2011. As you can see on the board here, the Wizard got 2 wrong again. That's 2 weeks in a row, so that makes me 8-4. I ain't going to get them all right, I know. I like to say that I do have my crystal ball on order, and it will be making an entrance here in the near future. For right now, though, I got to go with the board and my statistical, mathematical calculations and things. I'm not going to give you all my tricks of my trade here. Anyways, let's start off with the voltage at Team SMB. All voltage wins as predicted. However, I saw some coaching issues or problems with Team SMB. He left players in that were out. I don't know if you were trying to give me a break or take it easy or whatever, but when you have alternates to play, I would suggest maybe playing them. They're going to give you a better chance, regardless of how bad you know you're going to get spanked by the voltage. I know it wouldn't have mattered with all the players that SMB had left. He could have still put in anybody anyways or whatever, and he would have still lost the matchup. But hey, how about that Romo guy? How about his quarterback? He sure gave it a try to put up some points. I mean, he put up some points with cracked ribs, punctured lung. Wow, that is impressive to play like that. Hey, but you got to know, you gotta thank the heavens for pain medication, cause you know he had some. There's no way that guy was playing cracked ribs, taking shots again. That just didn't happen. I'm sorry. No way he didn't have it. Nice to see AP show up too, huh? I thought maybe during the lockout he forgot what he does best or whatever. Well, let's take up Tigers at Hulkamaniacs. You know, this could have also been blamed on some coaching, but I think not. Most of us, speaking of Tigers here, most of us would have played Foster. Probably all of us would have played Arian Foster over Jonathan Stewart or Daniel Thomas, I think his name is. Yeah, that's the other guy. Yes. Tigers starting running backs ran for a combined total of 8 points. 8. That's 2 running backs, and one of them's Arian Foster. Come on, man. 8 points. On his bench was Stewart and Stewart and Daniel Thomas, both of them combining for a total of 22.2 points. So you could blame it on a little coaching issue, or you could blame, Arian Foster, or if you're not ready to play, don't play. I can't tell him what to do. Foster dude, if he's not better, he shouldn't play. So I don't know. But again, Tigers had no combination of players that would have produced any kind of win for him in this matchup. I think he just didn't have enough firepower for the reigning champ. On another note, Brickbats at GMC. This was a close matchup as predicted. GMC puts up a very respectable 116 points. That's pretty freaking, 116 points, that's nothing to shake a stick at. But he only to get beat by a team who has a receiver that gets a negative 0.4 and still gets 129 total points. I mean, 129 total points, and his receiver puts up a negative 4. Wow, that's got to suck just a little for GMC. I mean, I feel for the guy. I really didn't see any coaching problems here, just some good old-fashioned football games. Both teams moved to 1-1. That brings me to Pimps at Killers. Pimps, as we all know, has had a run of bad luck this season so far. I know we're only into week 2, but with his, run of bad luck with his quarterback issues, kicker issues. I mean, we all know what's going on there, I think. But then he has to match up with this guy with the horseshoe up his ass. I mean, this guy's kind of incredible with, Killers hits the seam coming out of the gate with like a high score week 1. And then we get into week 2 and everybody's going, it's a fluke. I mean, up to week 1, after week 1, everybody's like, it's a fluke. It's probably not going to, stick. It's, beginner's luck. Any of those particular sayings. But he gets 2 high scores, second week 2 in a row. So he's already made back 30 of his entrance fee. So congratulations to that. But you know what? Even if Pimps could put every player in, if we could let him put every player in and still play against the Killers, he would have won the game, but by only a margin of 10.4 points. And I'm talking putting all of his players in with 2 quarterbacks, whatever he all has in his bench, the whole bench. He still would only won by 10.4 points. Wow, I am impressed with that. Well, we shall see if Killers can keep this pace up or not, because I think not. But what else can I say? I finished 9th again last year, so. Well, we got East End Vandals at Firebrick. Wow, what a matchup that was, wasn't it? EEV making a good choice by playing Antonio Gates, and he gets the big goose egg. Antonio Gates, right? Who would have predicted that Antonio Gates gets nothing? 0 zilch. Firebrick plays Plexico Burris, probably thinking it's probably his time to shine, time for him to kick it off. I mean, he got 13 points the first week or something like that, but ready to just take it to the next level. And guess what happened? He got a goose egg also. So I was like, wow, look at that. 2 pretty big names, goose eggs. I don't know, two good players, 0 points, 0. There had to be somebody on those benches that could have played instead of 0. So maybe a coaching problem, maybe not, whatever, I don't know. You'd think that Plexico, right out of prison would be ready to, just run down the field and catch the ball. Ankle troubles or not. I certainly picked this one wrong. I got this one wrong. I guess it was just a mess. Well, that brings us to Big JW at Mulligan's. First, I'd like to say to Mulligan's, you really had me fooled. Come storming on the stage last week like you're all that and a bag of chips. Almost getting high score and all. Killers was there, but, Oh, I've been checking you out, Mr. Mulligan's. Mr. Multiple championships in them other leagues. Well, I have to admit, I was a little concerned about when I heard that. When I found that information out. You haven't, yeah. And then I watched you beat up on Pimps last week. I thought, man, here we go. Another freaking Killers. But then you matched up with my man, Mr. Big JW. Guess what happened? He won that match. Get to see your human side a little bit, I guess. Big J takes the win, and I get my second one wrong this week. Thanks for that, Big J. Really, appreciate it. But, well, Mr. Mulligan's, you're in the big leagues now, not the minor leagues where you got all those little championship things going on. So I think you might see it just a little different now. You got humbled a little bit here, Next week, you're taking on Killers, who seems to be just that with everybody. I can almost see you shaking in your boots right now. Yeah, no, really, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just playing with you. I hope you know I'm just kidding. You're not like this really big, huge guy with a bunch of weapons convictions or anything on it. Is it? Are you? Anyways, that's it for this week. You guys have a good one.